Intel announced two new U-series Tiger Lake chips, the Core i7-1195G7 and Core i5-1155G7. Both features 4 cores and 8 threads and operate in the 12 to 28 watts of TDP range. The i7 can go up to a 5.0 GHz single core boost and all-core boost rate up to 4.6 GHz, while the i5 can go up to a 4.5 GHz single core boost and all-core boost rate up to 4.3 GHz. They've also showcased the benchmarks for the i7, but you should take them with a grain of salt. Intel has worked with MediaTek to design the new Intel Solution 5000. This 5G M.2 device delivers up to 5 times the speed of the company's gigabit LTE solutions. The solution is compatible with both Tiger and Alder Lake platforms. Intel has also announced the NUC 11 Extreme Beast Canyon NUC, although this was only stated in the sneak peek rather than the actual keynote video. It will sport 65 watts H-series Tiger Lake processors and be the first NUC to support full-length graphics cards up to 12 inches long. There's also a lot to unpack for AMD's keynote. For starters, AMD has announced two new APUs, the Ryzen 5 5600G and the Ryzen 7 5700G. Ryzen 5 5600G will feature 6 cores and 12 threads, 7 GPU cores, and will come at a price of $259 or 1,068 ringgit. Ryzen 7 5700G, however, will come with 8 cores and 16 threads, 8 GPU cores, and at the price of $359 or 1,480 ringgit. Both APUs will be launched on the 5th of August. Another announcement is that they will be working with Tesla to integrate RDNA2 graphics in the new Tesla Model S and Model X. It will basically be used to run AAA games from the car itself. And that's not all, as AMD has also partnered with Samsung by bringing the RDNA2 graphics into Samsung Exynos, which will bring ray tracing and variable rate shading capabilities. AMD has also announced the first RDNA2 mobile GPUs with RX 6000M series. Compared to the previous RDNA architecture, this would deliver up to 1.5 times higher performance or up to 43% lower power of the same performance level. And with that, they've announced RX 6800M, RX 6700M and RX 6600M. RX 6800M will have up to 12GB of GDDR6 memory at 2.3 GHz game clock. Meanwhile, 6700M will feature up to 10GB of GDDR6 memory at 2.3 GHz, and 6600M will provide up to 8GB of GDDR6 memory at 2.177 GHz. Not stopping there, AMD also announced the open source cross-platform Fidelity FX Super Resolution. This could potentially bring up to 2.5 times high performance and optimize spatial upscaling in select games. It will be able to support more than 10 AMD processors and GPUs as well as rival Nvidia GPUs and will be available on 22nd of June. Not only that, they've also announced AMD Advantage Design Framework, a new program where the company will work closely with its OEM partners to develop high-performance gaming laptops. Laptops with the design framework will have to fulfill strict requirements, and some of the laptops include Asus ROG Strix G15 and HP Omen 16 laptop. The ROG Strix G15 will be available in select countries early June. AMD has also announced that they have 3D stacked chiplets based on the Zen 3 architecture that will go into production later this year. The chiplets feature an additional 64MB of 7nm SRAM cache stacked vertically atop the core complex die to triple the amount of L3 cache for the CPU cores. This can total up to 192MB for 12 or 16 core Ryzen processor. Showing the prototype Ryzen 9 5900X chip, AMD has also presented a demo showing an improvement of 15% in average in 1080p gaming. Nvidia has finally officially revealed the RTX 3080 Ti and RTX 3070 Ti in their keynote. In the case for the RTX 3080 Ti, it looks similar to the non-Ti counterpart and will be housing a 12GB of GDDR6 memory, as well as having a starting price of $1,199 or 4,945 ringgit on its release date on 3rd of June. But based on multiple reviews on the GPU, the price is a bit too high for its performance, and with the chip shortage going on, it might just get higher. On the other hand, RTX 3070 Ti will have 8GB of GDDR6 memory at a starting price of $599 or 2,470 ringgit and will be released on the 10th of June. And that's all for today's Computex coverage. We'll be sure to cover more relevant topics on this event in the future if there is any. And with that said, we'll see you in the next one.